Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome back to our channel. Happy New Year and happy 20. We did the one before this. Did we do the one before this, right? This year?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll keep saying Happy New Year. I'm so into the New Year. Don't pay me no mind. Anyway, welcome back and welcome back. I hope you had a fine couple of days. The snow's been here. Everything has been so dependent on the weather. You can barely move, you don't even know what's happening. Anyway, today we're going to do a quick deep dive into a couple shows. We're going to call them deep dives.
Deep dives.
We're just going to talk about them for a couple of minutes, and we started watching. We're going to talk about them for a couple of minutes. I want to say a couple of minutes because give them a little longer.
Okay.
See? Yeah. All right. The first show we're going to talk about is Naomi. It is a series I mentioned in our last video that Naomi was a new show coming to the CW11, and it's based on a DC comic book, and it started. 2 episodes have gone already.
Yes.
For 2 weeks, we watched it for the past 2 weeks, and they're developing it. They're developing it nicely. They're not rushing the story to when she become a big superhero and everything. It's just coming together really well, just like Superman, and when Superman was on the CW many moons ago. So I'm really enjoying Naomi. What do you think about Naomi?
It's very hip.
Yes, it's a superhero for today. Yeah, and I'm gonna compare it to Superman because the lead character Naomi is fixated on Superman. So for the what it looks like, how it feels, we're gonna fixate on Superman because but that Superman was my jam back in the day. No, not Superman. Let's not call it Superman. It was Smallville. Smallville was my jam back in the day. I loved Smallville. Um, where see Superman was working on the newspaper, she's working on a blog, which is
Yes.
hip. And as he says nowadays, she's on a blog. She's
Blog.
very researched, hands-on research. She wants to investigate everything. She wants to find all the answer. As she says, she always find the answer. She always gets the truth. She always gets to the bottom of it. So she's on it, and she's into the search. She has a group of friends with her, about 5 of them.
10 minutes. I'll be right
2 boys, 2 girls, and the 2 boys are. Yeah, the 2 boys are. Well, the 2 boys think they are in competition for her feelings, but she's just thinking of them as her friends for right now, and she's enjoying it. But every time she has something, wherein compared to Superman, anything he had to do, it was secret, and he did it all by himself. He checked it out by himself. If his mother and father didn't check it out for him because they knew his secret, he would check it himself. Until the later episodes of Superman, when he brought in his friend Pete, and the girl who was also his friend, the girl who was on the newspaper, who was also his friend. In this one, she has brought in her friends from the beginning. They are helping her search for her. She found a disc in the forest, and a guy. I want to say a guy for now because I don't know how bad he's supposed to be. He seems to be a baddie, or he's either saying she's not supposed to do things that she's not supposed to.
Put herself in the situations that she puts
So,
herself into.
which she doesn't know what she's putting herself in because she thinks this is a big mystery. It's all a big mystery to her. She thinks something nefarious happened on the day she was born, or the day she was actually adopted. So yeah, she's all about searching out everything about what's happening, and she has met a character who has told her that she's a
She's a super like a she's not an alien, but she's from another planet basically. She has powers. She has gifts and abilities that are farther exceeding Earthlings. Her power is really interesting to me because her first sighting of her power is when she's confronted by the same person, most likely from the same planet. I don't know the name of the planet, but apparently
we
she
haven't been
has
told yet.
leaves that flow around
She
her.
can make objects move. It seemed to be.
Well,
It seemed to be she can make objects move. Let's call it objects move because
yes,
those were the lightest things, right?
yes.
So and she was standing right there, and they moved, and she was able to let them they formed a circle. But we don't want to give it too much away because it's currently showing on the CW11, and a network show needs all the eyes on it that it can get. So hopefully you'll check out Naomi on the CW11. It's that the director is from Ava DuVernay, and starring Casey Walfall, and she plays Naomi McDuffie. Barry Watson, many moons ago, if you remember, Barry Watson was in a really really good show. Uh, Okay. He plays Greg McDuffie. I think he's gonna turn out to have been an alien from another planet, also. But as the story unfolds, we'll get deeper into it and more knowledge. They are not doing it like we have read the comics, because this comic came out many years ago, and then they stopped publishing it. So this is all brand new to a lot of us. Alrighty. Alexander Rate, he plays D, and he's the other alien, and supposedly the other alien, the guy who is now telling her that she's an alien, and he's trying to teach her how to master her powers or bring forth her powers. So we are continuing the development of Naomi. Please check it out on the CW11 on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m.
Yes.
Alrighty? CW11, Naomi. The next show that we're going to do the deep dive into, Dexter! Okay. We were watching Dexter. We watched all 10 episodes?
Yes.
10 episodes of Dexter. And
New blood.
Yes, we have to say new blood, because if you type in Dexter, it comes up Dexter. And when you have to type in the new blood, and then new blood comes up. Dexter New Blood, then it comes up. Okay, this is set 10 years into the future after Dexter was washed away in the hurricane in the last full seasons that we had of Dexter.
Yeah.
This is a mini series. This was supposed to be what they call a satisfying end to the series.
Excuse me.
They failed to make it a satisfying end to the series.
I got you. For those of you that actually are hardcore die fans of Dexter, this end will not help you in any way, shape, or form. I'm not gonna say it, but come on, people. We could have did a lot better than this. I think we dropped the ball.
They dropped the ball on the storyline because they were trying. I think this is what I'm thinking. They dropped the ball on the storyline because they wanted to wrap it up, and they just didn't want to keep Michael C. All playing Dexter endlessly. And maybe he didn't want to play Dexter endlessly, and they wanted to wrap it up. And maybe sometime in the future, they're thinking they can bring it back. Sorry, excuse me. As the way, based on the way it ended.
Don't bring it back. This ending killed it for me. I don't want to see it come back. I'm sorry. I can't handle this. Just wasn't enough. Nothing.
It was going along so well too.
The first 2 episodes was alright.
But the thing about it is, what they're saying is that Dexter was able, after he washed away in the hurricane, he was able to
Restart?
to not kill anybody for 10 years. That's basically the premise of this. He was able to keep his dark passenger hidden. And then I'm just gonna give it away. Terrible perfect college entitled young man did something right in front of him, and Dexter just snapped, or he embraced his dark, as he calls it, his dark passenger again, and took the young man out. And all the circumstances, the young man was very connected though.
Okay.
His father is rich, and his father spares no expense to clear up his mess. And so the father arrived in town, and the other storyline was also the father. The boy's father was also a serial killer. That was such a good storyline. I think they should have run with that storyline. I think they should have had Dexter working to help clear up the missing girls that the police lady that Dexter went into hiding, and he did nothing more than having a relationship with a police officer. That's balls right there in Dexter. That's what I'm thinking. That's pretty ballsy. He did come away from when. Let's go back to the hurricane, when he drifted away in the hurricane. He used to live in Florida, and this show took place, the new miniseries now took place in New York. So he left Florida and came to New York, and he has been living up there for 10 years. The lady, not 10 years. I don't think he was probably living there for 10 years. Do you think he was living there for 10 years?
Probably not.
Maybe not 10 years. Maybe he was living there for maybe 2 or 3 years, based on how they were acting. They all knew him in town. He said he was a widower, and his storyline, everything. Then they introduced his son, Harrison, and Harrison's storyline was just not connecting with me. I just could not figure out how Harrison could said that arrived. I couldn't figure out how Harrison found Dexter. I just couldn't figure it out. For me, that mystery was never set up properly. And Harrison finding Dexter, that did not make any sense to me. But he found him, he came, and so Dexter started being a dad.
Yes.
Tried to be a dad, and then he realized that Harrison had mad anger issues, or a dark passenger, maybe, because Harrison said it's not a dark passenger. Harrison said it's a anger issues because he was left by his dad. Anyway, we get to the next the person who is the other serial killer in the show, forming a relationship with Harrison, and Harrison is enjoying the relationship with that gentleman because he's giving him all the attention that he wants, that Dexter is not giving to him. Dexter has found out that gentleman is not a good person, and he's acting in the ways that Dexter would be acting. So he recognized a fellow serial killer. So he's trying to keep Harrison away from the serial killer, and that's not working. Actually let Harrison stop. Well, he didn't stop until the man tried to kill him, and Dexter came and until the man tried to kill him, and then Dexter came and saved him, and then they went hunting, and excuse me, and all of that. The ending of Dexter was they hunted the gentleman down, and they actually killed him, and Dexter explained all about the dark passenger to his son, thinking that his son, as a passenger, and he seemed rather excited to explain all the killing details, and then he started planning how they're gonna leave town and go away together, and because they can't kill in that town anymore because everybody know that. It's like he's very happy to finally find somebody who he can actively hunt with. But there was an episode in the previous Dexter where he found a brother, a guy who turned up and said he was his brother, and the brother was very excited to tell him about all the killings that he was doing too. So yeah, Dexter was very happy to find out sort kind of thing that he find of
Someone he can relate to. And
yeah, somebody who can relate to, somebody who can, his dark passenger will be happy to high five with at the end of murders. Anyway, Dexter did a lot of stuff. He went to jail, then he found out, and then we had the grand showdown in the end, which I don't think they did a good ending there. As you said, they didn't do a good ending for me. But I don't know. Maybe they'll bring back another miniseries of Dexter at a later date.
Okay.
No?
No.
Alright. We watched what the show what was the show that you watched that you wanted to mention?
Oh.
The comedy show?
The stand-ups?
The stand-ups?
They were all terrible.
Oh. We watched the comedy series.
I fell asleep on the show. It was not entertaining. I think the nap was better than the comedy. So straight up, to be straight up honest with you, I think there was a guy named Ben Simpson.
You suck! You suck! You suck! You suck!
He was the only funny one, and I don't. This is just an announcement I've been waiting to say, and I'm happy I'm going to say it. I don't think you should have these stand-up comedians. They're funny, but if they're not able to tell the punchline,
deliver the punchline,
joke, or able to have any humor in the punch, and it's just dry and it's just forced, it doesn't feel good on people like me. I like the punchline that go with the stand and the joke. Some of these comedians were just sitting on the stage and they were forcing it, or they were doing like a personality type of thing where they get rough in the joke, and then they expect us, the listener, to understand all that coming in. This is my first time seeing you. I should not have to force myself to laugh. I should be able to laugh easily and nicely. Please, Netflix, I know you're not gonna watch the video, but come on, man.
Get us some good comedians.
Don't even step your game up. Step the game at all, because I don't feel like you step to the plate at all with these comedians. These comedians are just comedians you guys just put on the show to say here, and.
But some of them said they've been in the business for a while.
They lied.
Oh.
They have to, either they lied or they've been standing in there with a room full of rough around the edges people that laugh at anything they say.
Okay.
Because that was just horrible display of humor. I know there's way more friendly comedians out there that deserve this rub, deserve this opportunity, and you let.
But maybe they'll come. But you have to watch it. You have to watch another one, because maybe they bring some new one. I watched the whole
season. They ain't gonna help me out.
Okay. New movie on Netflix. No. Also, we're still on Netflix. A new movie on Netflix. Brazen. It's a book.
What that is.
See, I think it's a book. It's a book by Nora Roberts, made into a movie on Netflix. I guess they might make a couple more. I'm not gonna say that they will. It was very safe, very, very safe. It was an hour and I'm not even sure, an hour and some minutes. It starred Alyssa Milano. It was very safe. There was nothing overly exciting about it. It was just a book. Her sister was murdered, and the only thing that was a little risky was the sister had a side business of being a dominatrix, but she was a dominatrix on camera. So somebody came in and killed her. If it's not. It's not that hard. It was very safe. It could have been played on ABC, NBC. I'm just saying that ABC, NBC. It could have been played on any of those channels. There was nothing too risque about it that was there. It was just milkshake, vanilla milkshake. That was what it was. Very simple. The next movie I wanna talk about is, it's not a movie, it's a series called Alex Rider. That is on Amazon Prime. I love this movie on Amazon Prime. I haven't been
Series.
this it's a series. I haven't found a really, this is one of the best series I've found on Amazon Prime. It's called Alex Rider. They have season 1 and season 2, and I binged them like they were so good. So good. It's set in England, and it's called Alex Rider is a young boy who's growing up with his uncle and a caretaker. The caretaker's name is Jack, but it's a girl. And the uncle has been murdered, and Alex is hell bent on finding out who has killed his uncle. He has really good investigative skills. His uncle was teaching him, little things and stuff like that. And his uncle took him on lots of adventure. He knows how to do a lot of things for his age. They are surprised when they try to recruit him into the spy agency, how much he knows. And it's so good. The boy who is acting it is very good. The entire cast is excellent. So if you have Amazon Prime, check out Alex Rider. You have 2 seasons. The new season 2 just came out. You watched it, right? It was good, right?
It was nice.
Really, really good. For an oldie but goodie series, check out Cardinal on Hulu. It's a book to TV series also, but this one is very well acted. By the lead is Billy Campbell. You've seen him on a couple other shows before this one. It's been on there for 4 seasons now. 4 seasons is up on Hulu, so you can check it out on Hulu. It's a mystery. It's a mystery series, and is a police procedural. Excellent. It's really, really cold up there where they shoot it, but it's an excellent movie, excellent series. So those are what we have been watching. I've been binging Cardinal. I binged Alex Rider. I watched a couple more movies on Amazon Prime, but they are nothing to talk about. Amazon Prime gave me the worst movie, but I was so excited when I found Alex Rider. Alrighty. Okay, a couple new series that are coming out now. New show, The Kings of Napa, which is on Tuesday night on OWN Network, and the Promised Land, which is on ABC, and I guess we are adventuring into the wine growing business, because both those shows deal with families who are growers of wine in Napa Valley.
Wow.
Yeah. So those are those 2 new show. One new reality hold on. One new reality show that I want to mention is Ladies Who List Atlanta. It's a series that follows 6 women in Atlanta who sell high profile real estate broker, agents, and attorney, and that show is also on OWN, and they navigate personal relationships and professional relationships. I watched a couple of episodes of it, but reality TV doesn't do it for me really. I'll watch a couple of episodes and then I'll be gone. Yeah. So you can check out those are what I've been watching, and the new shows I've been watching. So I want to thank you all for coming in today with us. All right. Be well, be blessed, and go.
And nothing else. Okay, listen. Before we go, another quick shout out to the book and TV group. Please
and Facebook. Come and check us out.
Please, thank you.
I will put the link down the bottom, and come and check us out, and be well, be blessed, and we'll see you next time. We went a little long today because we wanted to talk about Dexter, and we still didn't finish talking about Dexter. But thank you for watching, and be blessed.